Hi there, this is Donna Kozik. I'm the founder of MyBigBusinessCard.com, creator and leader of the original Write a Book in a Weekend program. And today I am going over some of the titles that were submitted for Title Idol for the February 2019 weekend. If you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you have listened to our Title Idol call. And this is a supplement to that call, so I can cover some of the information I did not cover in that call. So I am not going to do a big long introduction about what I'm doing here, because if you listen to that call, you know what's going on. So let me scroll to where we are going to get started. In case you're wondering, this is a peek into my life when I get Title Idol entries. What I do is put them all in a Word document and then start going through them and making a few notes about the feedback that I'm going to give. So in this video, we're going to start with Barb Brown. She says that she's putting together a quotes book plus, about joy and inspiration. And some of her main title ideas are Simple Moments of Joy, Let's Talk About Joy, and Sprinkled with Joy. And then you see here some subtitles that she has in mind. So as I do this video, there might be a few moments of silence. That's when I'm doing some thinking. I'm doing this in real time. So please bear with me while I kind of look these subtitles over and see what I see here. The colors of the highlights that I use don't really mean anything. It's just something I'm highlighting with. All right, so I highlighted two subtitles here that could go with any of these main titles, Barb. And Simple Moments of Joy, Let's Talk About Joy, Sprinkled with Joy. I think actually of the three of these, I prefer this one the best. I think that it just strikes what the book seems to be about. Let's Talk About Joy sounds like you're having a workshop or something. And then Sprinkled with Joy, I don't know. I like Simple Moments of Joy. And then out of your subtitles, I picked two here that I like. Quotes to help you discover wonder in every day. And the reason I like this one is that you identify that this is a quote book this way. So people know right from the beginning what they're getting into. And then I like this other one, Inspiring Words in Troubling Times. So you could have Simple Moments of Joy, Inspiring Words in Troubling Times. And the reason I like this is that although I know we're all positive people and always, thinking good thoughts and looking on the bright side, it's words like this, like troubling times, that really get a potential reader's attention. Somebody who might have a problem or need some inspiration on their mind, and they would pick up on that. So those are my recommendations. I like this main title and one of these two subtitles. All right, next up we have Moira Shepherd and her Kindle book. She has a number of titles here, so let me just go through these. Oh, I know. I saw this in the list and I thought this was definitely one I liked. A League of Your Own. So right there, because it's a play on the book, on the movie title, A League of Their Own, I love this because I think it says so much in just a few words. And then you can explain it more with your subtitle that you have here, The Creative Women's Guide to Starting a Small Business, 5 Pillars to Build Satisfaction and Success into Your Work. So that's good. I like this Creative Woman's Guide. Oh, I see you had it up here too. 5 pillars. I don't know about the 5 pillars. Here you have 5 keys. I mean, pillars is all right. I like keys though too. Oh, I do know that your book has some self-care secrets in it. But I think that this is the bigger picture of the content that's in your book. I wouldn't put this holistic self-care in a main title. I think it's taking off track of what your book is about. Yeah, same with these up here. So I think that this is really the winning title. Um, and you could use pillars or keys here. So this is what I would say is the best title for you, Moira. All right, next up, two of my favorite people, Richard and Trisha Lovejoy, and their book is 52 Acronyms, Unleashing the Power of Words and Phrases Designed for Daily Use. And let's see here. I like this one. I know that this is an audience that would resonate with Richard and Trisha's uh, message here, uplift and anchor your vibration. And I like this daily practice. I don't think you need for your life, because a person could read it like, oh, you have to do this every day for the rest of your life. So I wouldn't use this, but using acronyms. This tell a new story sounds a little bit like work, so I don't care for that. Oh, this is creative and nice. Echoes for heart wisdom. Yeah, just looking these over, I like this one. I do like the 52. See, but if you have 52 acronyms for daily living, so 52 sounds like one a week, but you're saying daily living, so that is confusing. I like this subtitle, using the power of words to uplift you. I know that anchor is another part of what you're doing with these acronyms. So, yeah, I think that this is your winner here. Uplift and anchor your vibration. This your would be capped, and a daily practice using acronyms or using the power of acronyms. I think this is the way to go right now. Okay, next up we have Mary Chu. The power of mindfulness and me time space. I think this me time space might be something new. I thought Mary was doing me time. It's a little confusing now with me time space. It sounds like something like a television show or something about astronauts or something, Mary. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought you used to have me time. And to me, that is more relevant, I think, to what you're writing about. Let's see what else you have here. How to beat exhaustion and regain your inner sparkle. Yeah. So this is the best subtitle that you have, How to Beat Exhaustion and Regain Your Inner Sparkle, because again, it speaks to like the problem that people have, exhaustion. And then it speaks to a benefit, regain your inner sparkle. I don't know about the word beat here. Maybe it's like how to overcome might be a better word. I don't know if you really want to beat exhaustion. It's kind of like a negative, word on top of a negative word there. Um, and then not everybody will agree that they've already had inner sparkle. So I don't know if you need regain. I would think I would make it gain. I like this, the power of mindfulness and me time. Like, again, I think this is something recently you added. And if you wanted to be hip and cool, you could put a hash or the hashtag thing there too. And I think that helps appeal to all audiences, but especially, I don't know, it just sounds kind of hip. It's up to you. All right, so that's the winner as far as I'm concerned. All right, Ellen. So Ellen has doing a quote book plus. I like she listed all of her sections here, which is awesome. So for title Idol, she's looking at. Okay, so some creative titles here. I like this kind of team universe. That's cool. Um, the art of co-creation. The art of heart. I like that. I like the sounds of it, but it almost sounds like it's going to be about art. And I don't know if it says enough here in the main title. See, and this one sounds like it's a book about giving or gratitude. I don't think that's what you're after. This one isn't bad. Heart, joy, and soul magic. Yeah, I still think this one is the best here, Ellen. And yeah, I like it. I like the subtitle too. Um, yeah, I don't think it's worth it in this one to say all of that. So I like this. You could almost drop how to and just have show up in the universe so the universe can show up in you. But no, now that I say it out loud, you need the how to balance that out. I think that's the winner. Everybody be careful that you don't put periods at the end of your subtitles there, even if they are a sentence. All right, next up, Holly Pitus. She has a book that she wrote with me called Don't Get Caught Naked, Tips for the Adult Family Home Caregiver. And so it looks like she's doing a follow-up, Don't Get Caught Naked 2, Confessions of an Adult Family Home Caregiver 2. Okay, or she has some suggestions. I definitely like this one, Don't Get Caught Naked 2, and I like the play on words here with the 2. Normally, I'm not about titles that depend on a play of words, but I don't think this title depends on it. I think it's just a nice little bonus that you have there. I like yeah, the confessions, it's almost sounds like, oh, there was just even a story in the news about a woman, and I know that's not the same kind of facility that you have, Holly, but it's like a woman who gave birth and she was like unconscious for 9 years or something, and all kind of bad things happening. So that's just like with confessions, you don't want to send people down that road. But this true stories of an adult family home caregiver, um, that could be good. I wonder if you could put like true stories of humor or something from an adult family home giver, caregiver, just to give people an idea so they know it's not like a crime thing. Okay, so I like this one the best. Teresa Cherry. Self-help book with case studies. That sounds good. Recovering CPA. Wealth advisor. All right. So self-help book with case studies, or at least stories, illustrations about money, mindset, and taxes. So that is what her book is about. So titles, the entrepreneurial imperative, something on the side, make money fun again, the great game of tax, or the game of tax. Okay, so actually what I'm seeing here are 3 different book subjects. This one is about starting a business. This one is, I'm not sure what this one is about. And then this one is about tax. So you're going to need a subhead, Teresa, that explains more about self-help book with case studies about money, mindset, and taxes. So you might, this is, for everybody, an idea is to actually like take the quote unquote blah purpose of your book and use that as a starting point for your title. So money, mindset, and taxes, or better your money mindset, something, taxes, something. So because these are your key words. So you might, or you want to look for a way to get them into your title. And that's really what I'm not seeing here. So Teresa, I'd recommend that you take another swing at these and think of them as, try to become more specific in what you're saying. Even think of it as if it was going to be an article title. That might help you. And then you have, so for future weekends, I wanted to note on this, Make Money Your Bitch, which at first, like that, there's a whole new genre out there about, well, it's not new. It's not exactly a genre, but it's like a way to title books about, and using swear words, like, major swear words and things that I'm not going to say right here. And I don't have a problem with that because it's, speaking to an audience and they're popular or whatever. And I don't know if I'd pick up one of those books or not, but it depends, I guess, on the subject. And that's what Make Money Your Bitch kind of falls into. But if you're comfortable with it, Teresa, embrace it, and that's fine. Again, you would want a subtitle most likely with this, but if that's kind of your attitude of like, put them up and let's do this, that's fine. So, but then, if you're more about like Zen and these kinds of things, then it might not be a good title for you. So I know this is a future book, but I just wanted to make that comment. Okay, next up, Joy Harris. Looking forward to some writing focus. So, when you believe your life is turned upside down, a coach can help. So Joy, I looked over these titles previous to doing this video. She has, and I'll go back over some of them, but they're kind of general. And I see Joy as a success coach. So I would probably try to get the word success in here somewhere, Joy, or, coach yourself to success, something like that, that ties those two words in together. If you're going to use this as a big business card, so that already gets people thinking about you and what you do that way. I think it's kind of interesting how you put the subtitle first and then the main title. I'm cool with that. See, I see a number of different things here. Number 4 seems about health, wealth, and happiness. Number 5 is about like productivity. It's a guide for busy professional women and happiness. So it depends on who your audience is about what title that you select for this. Sounds like it's women. Then you also have Women's Guide to Unlimited Possibilities. I think we need just a little bit more of your special sauce in here, Joy. What is the something different that you're offering in this book or as a success coach that you can put the spotlight on with your title? Right now, these are just a little bit too general. So I'd like you to think, even if you had to add another subtitle to this, and that's generally not a bad thing, you can do that. So if you added another subtitle, what would it say that drills down a little bit more into what you're trying to help people do or what problem you're helping them overcome? So for your ideal reader, what is the specific problem or situation that they're facing that your coaching could help them with so they achieve what they call success? All right, so that's what I would recommend, adding another subtitle. Here we have Dear Myrna, and she is writing an ebook for parents who are struggling to connect with their kids for the idea of a big business card. So she has some titles here. Now, parents who are struggling to connect with their kids, again, kind of looking, if those are your key words, I don't see those here in your title. I guess maybe this one, be your kid's first choice for love. Well, maybe down here you're starting to use them, but up here, like parenting magic decoded or bedtime drama, that's nice and specific, but it doesn't seem to be what your main thing is all about. Connecting 101, every parent's dream, that's confusing. Is this a college course? Don't quite understand it. Upset, turn every upset into calm, doesn't say anything about parenting. Parenting for the career professional. So if that's your ideal client, but I don't know if parents really think of themselves that way. It's like, I'm going to parent, that they parent a different way if the parent's a career professional than if they do something else. Do it yourself parenting, that's generally the way it's done, I believe. So I would play around with those words connect and parent and kid. Um, connect to your kid, colon. Let me think here. Connect to your kid, parenting tips or techniques to blah, 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 whatever your benefit is. So that way you get the word connect in there, you get kids, you get parent, all kind of like in the beginning. Why don't you start with something like that and see what you could fill that blank in with? I think that would be a little bit better for you. All right, Hades, transform stress to success with the wisdom of nature. All right, so a lot of words going on here. These aren't really titles, are almost like book descriptions. One thing I wanted to point out, like you can't explain things like the 3 R's, you can't explain them in your title, right? Shifting schools from 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetics, or whatever, so to 3 L's. I think it's just a little too complex to explain in a title. Yeah, so I'm seeing just a lot of different topics in here. Is this your audience for schools? Is it about learning disabilities? Is it about early trauma? Is it about stress? You just have a lot going on here. So what you could do, Hades, is look at your introduction and your chapter 1 for keywords about like really what am I doing here and who is it for? And you might even have written a phrase in your popcorn draft or as you refine your draft that will make for a good title. It's just not really clear here what you're after. All right, then we have Margie Lang. She has nice descriptions here for me. So I read this before. So basically, this is a book about inventors, or it's almost like a trivia book, I think it is, about inventors, and she's going to use it as a door opener to connect with CEOs of manufacturing companies. So something to get their attention. Okay, so I like some of these main titles and I like some of these subtitles actually. How sweet it is with just like, oh, this is about candy. So, but sticky inventions that stuck, that's kind of interesting, even though it's a little bit redundant. Um, in the still of the night, no. Necessity calling. Oh, that's kind of cool. Necessity calling. I like that one. Necessity calling, and then maybe the crowning contemporaries make their mark, or crowning inventors, or crowning contemporary inventors or something. So then you get the actual word inventors in there. The invention whisperers, confusing. The inventor next door, kind of like that. The inventor next door, how crowning contemporary inventors make their mark. I'd go with one of those. This sounds like it's going to be fun. So fun title is good. And you're right. The idea is just to get it in their hands. It's not the title. You just want to make sure it reflects what's inside the book. The idea is so to have somebody pick it up and flip through it. All right, looks like that's what we have here for these video reviews from Title Idol in the February 2019 Write a Book in a Weekend event. Again, if you haven't already, please go listen to the Title Idol call, and we'll take it from there. All right, until then, this is Donna Kozik. I'm the founder of MyBigBusinessCard.com, creator and leader of the original Write a Book in a Weekend program. Find out more about me, you can go to MyBigBusinessCard.com, and to get your free book planner, you can go to freebookplanner.com. Take care. I will see you in the bookstore.